Hello, hello. Hello. What's up, my crypto legends? Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. We will be analyzing the Bitcoin price, okay, on the daily, on the 4 hourly, on the 4 hourly, on the 1 hourly. We're also going to take a look at some on-chain data if we do have some time. The SP 500 having a massive bounce. Guys, let me know in the comment section if you can hear me. Right, let me go through the comment section. A lot of people commenting already. Make sure to smash up the like button on your way in. We're going to crack on straight away. I'm going to start off with reading the comments, saying hello, connecting a little bit with the community. As you can see, the S&P 500 is having a massive bounce, but we are seeing the volume going down. Okay, there's not too much volume. This might be a kind of a dead cat bounce scenario, and yeah, BTC is actually here, you know, tackling the $44,000 major resistance that we were talking about today. I am in a small short position. We might be pumping from here, but I think that we won't have enough power and we'll come straight back down, okay, entering into this descending wedge. So let's see what is going to happen, guys. I think this pump from the S&P 500 doesn't look very legit. It just looks like a kind of a dead cat bounce. Let's just see, you know, the volume on the 1 hourly here on the S&P 500. We'll be tracking this also. Very important, because if the S&P starts flying, guys, it will have a good impact on BTC, and BTC could be breaking the $45,000. Okay, so we'll be looking very bullish. Let me go through the comment section to say hello. Guys, make sure to smash up the like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes before we start the stream, okay? 100 likes, 138 watching at this moment. Let's get 100 likes, guys. Come on, we can do it. Roland says, well, this is a bugger then. Yes, I think that we won't have a legit pump. We could be going to 44.5, so 44,500, 45,000 maybe. But we'll be taking a look at this here on the 1 hourly for BTC and check out the volume, okay? I like using the Bybit exchange. I usually compare it with Coinbase maybe and Binance just to check out the volume on those exchanges. But as you can see, the volume to the upside is looking very poor, guys. Okay, so we did have this you know, downtrend that we had for the last couple of days, 19th of September, 20th of September, and we did have some decent volume. And check out, you know, the volume when we're going down, the volume is going up. And now when the volume is retracing, the volume is going down. So this means that there's slightly more power, okay, for the bears than the bulls, okay? Very similar scenario that what happened over here, okay? If I just zoom in here on the 1 hourly chart, we had the, you know, the dump, huge amount of volume, the retracement, where are the bulls? There's no volume here on the retracement. Who gains the power finally? The bears. Now this is only probabilities, guys. Price action and volume is very powerful. It's only probabilities. This doesn't mean that we might have a massive candle that goes like this to the 46k levels, okay? It is possible, especially if the S&P is looking very bullish. If we do have that V-shaped recovery here on the S&P 500, which is very unlikely at this moment. I think we might see a dip here and then potentially go up. You know, it's very strange to have V-shaped recoveries. But on the S&P 500, actually, like we talked about yesterday, it seems like the S&P 500 likes to do these V-shaped recoveries. So this is the thing now. We're a little bit, you know, it's looking a little bit bullish, you know, the scenario here. As you can see, the S&P 500 does make those V-shaped recoveries. So if you would have checked out, you know, the last few days, everybody's extremely bearish because of Evergrande in China, you know, collapsing. Now supposedly they're having a bailout, so everything's going to be just fine. So this is why, you know, the markets are having that super relief rally, like everything's going to be okay. Guys, let me just go through the comment section here quickly. Natalie Williams says, hi Andy, please take a look at Harmony and VeChain. Do you think it's good to hold for the end of the bull run? I think VeChain is an excellent cryptocurrency. Supply chain tracking, I think I hold 5% there's 5% on my portfolio, which is VeChain, 4 or 5% approximately. So yeah, I like VeChain. We'll be taking a look at Harmony and VeChain. Let me just take a quick look at in the comment section to say hello to the different to the people. Nothing special, just a potato. Hello, my friend. This might be a bull trap. Yeah. How to identify a bull trap or a bear trap? It's you know, we cannot identify this. You know, like I said, on some of the live streams, you know, this would be a bull trap right over here where you see complacency, and a bear trap would be at the disbelief phase, right? Where you think that you are going to go lower. Disbelief is right over here. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. So it's very, very hard to identify. I'm going to stick, you know, with, you know, like I said before, I think that this might be a bear trap, you know, looking at the daily chart. Let me just this would be a bear trap right over here where you do think that, you know, the price is going to come lower, that we are going to retest the $30,000, and we won't, I think we won't be reaching $30,000, and we'll be reversing very, very soon from here. You know the deal. If you watch my videos, I am expecting, you know, another retest below $40,000, potentially 38, maybe 36 at the ultimate bottom, is in my opinion. We just got a huge amount of support just below $40,000. I think it's going to be very, very difficult to push the price down to $30,000 in my opinion. I'm also sticking with this, guys. You know the deal. Market cycles are extending. Okay, it takes longer to get that, you know, projected move to the upside. Adoption is coming in very, very fast, and you know, because there's more liquidity, it takes longer to push the price back up. Okay, there was a little bit of a hype at the very end of 2020 in January, February, where we saw the BTC price going to $42,000, then $60,000. Okay, in March. So there was a pretty big hype that no one expected that hype, but then we got the correction. And now the good thing, looking at on-chain data, is that those people that let's see if I got it here. I can't find it at the moment, but yeah, I can't find it. It was on-chain data basically that shows you the people that are holding less than 10 Bitcoin are accumulating like crazy since the May crash. Okay, the people that actually bought, you know, 0.1 BTC and, you know, 1 BTC are actually adding to their addresses. So this is extremely bullish since the May sell-off. And if you check out the data from 2017, you know, a lot of people were selling. A lot of people were, you know, that had all these addresses that had 1 Bitcoin or less than 10 Bitcoin were actually, you know, selling them from their wallets. And now we have data to see that they are accumulating. So this is good. Okay, so I think there's going to be another hype because also the markets are extending. You know, this is why I do think so that this is not a bull trap. That's how I am detecting that this is not a bull trap, okay? But who knows? Markets can be really crazy, and yeah, we just need a black swan event to the markets to crash. Like morning, everyone says. Lysergic, Roland, what do you think about AVAX? Is there going to be any retrace before $100? I don't know. We'll be taking a look at AVAX also, okay? I need to check out Harmony, VeChain, AVAX. All right, I'll take a look at VeChain and AVAX. But I want to go through the comment section and say hello to everyone. Right, Lizardjick says, in my opinion, the best way to identify a bull trap is to first put in the context of a larger time frames. Yes, and then especially look at the volume on the way up compared to the previous bearish impulse. Right, he's just explaining here how to detect a potential bull trap or bear trap. Let me just say hello. Melanie Chan says, is that the plan change, not going to 38k? Hello, Andy, says Melanie. Only if, I mean, I do believe so that we'll be going to 38k. We just might see the BTC price, you know, pumping above $44,000. In my opinion, we might be going to 44.5. We might be hitting $45,000. All depending on the volume. If we do see some spikes here of volume just slightly higher from the last few hours, then that will still be fine. We need to see a nice big spike of volume, something like this or something like this, okay, breaking $44,000. If we see a mountain, okay, if we see a mountain going to the $45,000 with no volume at all, guys, this is the gravity is going to push this straight back down, okay? If we suddenly see a massive green candle, which I think is probably unlikely unless the S&P has a massive pump, if we see a pump like that, a candle hitting $46,000 with a huge amount of volume, I'm going to say, guys, if you did try to short this and you place your stop loss too far away, I mean, your stop loss here should be round about the 45.5, okay? Pretty tight stop loss, because I mean, my target here from this short position would be hitting round about $40,000, okay? At least the $40,000, retesting the low, okay? A retest, just in case we do have a double bottom. So maybe a tight stop loss. You are risking 1 to gain 1.5 or 2, potentially, something like that, right? So yeah, I mean, if you didn't have any stop loss, your liquidation prices are over here, and you do have a massive pump, I would exit at any type of retracement, because this $44,000 range is going to be a very, very strong support, right? Like it has been in the past. So if we do break up with nice volume, it is very, very likely that we are going to manage to hold this range as support, and then potentially break the resistance of this descending wedge, right? So if we have, you know, this descending wedge, which is mainly a bullish pattern, if we do break here and close a daily candle above the $44,000 and, you know, a very, very strong green candle, I'm going to say, guys, this is looking very, very bullish. If we break here the resistance, it's very, very likely that Bitcoin will be continuing here to retest above the $50,000, if that makes any sense. Volume is very important, guys. Things can change. You know, I was talking into this morning video, you know, placing a short position. I do believe so that there's not going to be enough volume to come, you know, to pump the price up, and we are going to come back down and retest $40,000. You know, it looks very, very like so that we are, you know, we are in a downtrend. We need to take advantage of that downtrend, right? But then you know, about an hour ago, then I suddenly see this S&P having a massive, you know, rebound here from the drop that we had from the Evergrande FUD, and then suddenly we created a kind of a double bottom pattern right over here. Boom, massive pump. Okay. Do I think this is going to have, you know, in the next coming hours a massive pump incoming? You know, it's currently at 4,440 points. Are we going to go to the 4,500 points in the coming hours? No, I don't think so. Some kind of cool off will happen, I think, in the coming hours, meaning that it might affect BTC also to the downside. So that's my take on this. If that makes any sense, guys, you know, markets can change so quickly. I might say something in the morning, but if I'm bearish in the morning and we got some bullish events going on after a few hours, I need to say it, right? You know, it doesn't mean, it's not my opinion. It's not that I change opinion every single hour more than I do pants. It's because, you know, the markets can change any second. And I'm just saying you that we could have, you know, the BTC price having a decent pump, breaking $44,000, because the S&P is just going a little bit crazy now for the last few hours. We're having a really nice pump here on the S&P 500. The bad thing about this pump is that the volume is not too high, okay? The volume is not too high just yet. You know, there was higher volume on this drop. We suddenly see a massive green candle here with volume. This means that they want to stop, the buyers step in, okay, and they stop the price right over here. So when you have, you know, on the 1 hourly, for example, this is the S&P 500. Check out, I've said this many times, at the very end of the trend, if you see a spike in volume, this means that they are stopping the price there. The buyers step in and they stop the price there, right? If that makes any sense. So, you know, any retracement from there, you know, it would, you know, likely that we would have had this kind of V shape, or, you know, to 60 to 78% Fibonacci retracement from this actual candle right over here with this volume, because the buyers are stopping the price right there. You can compare it for the last, you know, couple of weeks, and, you know, the volume is, the highest point was here on the 20th of September from a downtrend. When the volume is green on the 1 hourly, nice green 1 hourly candle, one of the biggest candles here from the last few weeks. then this means, yeah, we're looking for a reversal, and that's what's just happened. Okay, just so you can, if there's not any, there might be a lot of people here using different type of indicators, you know, EMAs, guys, and just so you can see how important the volume is. Okay, volume is extremely important, because I mean, a lot of them, yeah, MACD cross and the rest of it, and you know, volume and price action, you know, is super important. We have a downtrend there, like I said. The volume, the buyers come in and they stop the price right over here, and then you have that recovery. Now, what we were looking at on the SP 500 was this major level where we had several bounces, and we didn't manage to close a strong daily candle. Okay, we had, you know, this resistance, support there, and we, you know, had support here just a wick below this range. And a good way to identify a proper trend breakout is always going to the daily. Okay, and if you go to the daily, we had a daily close just at the very you know, at the edge of this major support level where we retested. So we had this higher low right over there, and we just closed, you know, this daily just round about that major support level. Okay, inside of the box, as you can see, just at the very end of this wick. So in the end, on the dailies, yeah, on the daily you can see that we had a pretty decent pump. The only bearish thing about this is that there's a little bit more strength to the downside than from this pump. Okay, look at this pump for the moment on the daily, very, very low volume. Okay, we've got a lot of hours still till it closes, so eventually the volume will go up. So if the volume does come all the way up here to this red candle, then the buying pressure is going to be higher than the selling pressure for the last couple of days, meaning that we might be breaking and continuing the trend to the upside. And this is going to be extremely bullish for BTC, guys. You got to say, if the S&P still, you know, manages, and it is probable, okay, all depending on the daily volume, then I'll be saying, guys, it is likely that the S&P might be hitting all-time highs again by Monday or Tuesday next week. And if that happens, yeah, you know the deal. BTC will be potentially breaking the resistance of this descending wedge, and that will be looking very, very bullish. I'm just, you know, with looking at my technical analysis, I'm hoping that we are going to have that major leg down. Let's hope if the S&P does have a correction before Monday, then, you know, before tomorrow also, that we will have that dip retest here, the lower part, and then blast off from this descending wedge. Things can change very, very fast. Let me just go through the comment section here quickly. Nice channel, your view on Pond. Right, let's take a look at these altcoins, because I know a lot of people, the community, want me to take a look at altcoins, and yeah, I'll take a look at altcoins, guys, but we need to stay focused on traditional stocks. BTC, they're the ones leading the way, okay, mainly. 95% of crypto is moved by BTC and traditional stocks, even though you don't like it, okay? So let's take a look anyway at these crypto currency. Pond, I haven't done well, first of all, let's look at VeChain. Let's take a look at VeChain here quickly, because VeChain, I know 0.095 for VeChain was a very, very important level, and yeah, there wasn't too much volume here. We managed to bounce nicely from this range. Right, there is a possibility if suddenly the markets go extremely bullish, there is a possibility here for VeChain that we are forming a kind of inverse head and shoulder. It's not a super legit one because you have some wicks here, but it would have been nice if we wouldn't have dipped below this potential head, okay? Because you can see the price action here going like this, you know, closing daily candles here around about the 9 cent level, and then we went all the way down here to the 5 cent range, and now we are having that, you know, next dip. Is it possible that we are going to recover nicely here eventually if BTC does break out the resistance from that descending wedge? I think it will drag a lot of altcoins, all depending on the Bitcoin dominance. But I think mainly when BTC pumps, these strong projects, these altcoins do follow BTC slightly also to the upside. So it is possible that we'll be forming this head and shoulder. It's not the most legit inverse head and shoulder because we do have a wick over here going below the head. So it's a little bit of a tricky one. But if we do have nicely that recovery, it's going to be looking very, very bullish, especially if we do break the 15 cents level here nicely. Then the target would be hitting about the 22 cents. This is only eventually if BTC, the general sentiment looks bullish. Yeah, we should be bouncing nicely here. We did, as you can see, very similar price action right over here. Then what happened right over here? We were closing daily candles above the 9 cents here slightly, as you can see right over there. Just round about the 9 cents, closing daily candle. This is where we are getting supported now. So yeah, not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. If we are printing a higher low right here, right? We're just printing a higher low. So we could be starting here a very nice uptrend for VeChain. Let me take a look at what are the cryptos here? AVAX, right? Yeah, straight away AVAX here for Roland. I think, yeah, Roland. Taking a look at AVAX here for Roland. Yeah, AVAX did manage to hold the all-time high pretty nicely. Closing a daily candle above the all-time high. Okay, so we do have the all-time high here of AVAX. All-time high on the daily was $62 and we closed at $55 the daily. So dailies are very, very important when you want to see the macro, okay, because you could go down on the 4 hourly or up, okay, breaking support and resistance. And what happens, that you need to see a daily close, okay, above or below a resistance with some decent volume. If you have decent volume, even better. So yeah, this is what happened with AVAX right over there. We had the all-time high, we had another retest of the resistance, another one right over here. We just barely closed below the all-time high, as you can see. And then finally, we did have some pretty good price action here, as you can see. On AVAX, hitting the $77, so well above the $62 all-time high from here from February, as you can see. Now we did retrace back down, massive bounce. This is the moment where you want to come a little bit bullish, put a little bit of risk if you want to place a trade. You're on the 4 hourly or the 1 hourly, you might have seen the price going down below this level, but you want to concentrate on the daily close. If you do close a daily above this range, the red candle closing on the daily, as you can see, this one over here. So massive bounce, retesting the all-time high again. Now the question is here from Roland is, are we going to have a decent retracement before going to $100? Well, this is the thing. When you break all-time highs, it is price discovery mode. So yeah, this is the thing. It can be very, very volatile. I think we have confirmed here the last couple of weeks, okay, here on AVAX, that we have successfully broken the all-time high. So I think any type of retracement is good. I don't see AVAX right now, unless BTC has a massive crash below $38,000. But even though we go below $38,000, I think $58 would be this range, the $60 range, should be holding very, very nicely. Okay. So any type of retracement, price discovery, we can go mad from here. We can, we've seen Solana, when Solana broke all-time highs, it just went absolutely crazy. ADA broke the $2.50, we went all the way up to $3.20 or so, I think. So we do go crazy, okay? So yeah, watch out for AVAX. A lot of people extremely bullish on AVAX at the moment. So it can have a little hype to $100. Will we have a retracement before going there? Well, the retracement was here, right? After breaking all-time high, that was the retracement. You broke all-time high. If you're looking for a retracement, the retracement was this one. That was the retracement. Now, if we do have a retracement from here, it's not going to be looking too good. I'm not sure if I would re-enter again, because it would be looking a little bit of, you know, price action getting a little bit exhausted. We are having slightly some bearish divergence here on the RSI, as you can see. We are slightly making higher highs, lower highs on the RSI, on the 4 hourly. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, if you were looking for that retracement, it was this one over here. It was that one. So if we do break from here nicely, then I would be looking this to hold nicely, because we do have a double top range there, testing 2 times. It should be holding nicely as support. If we do have a very high extended pump, that retracement would be holding very nicely, in my opinion. Right, guys, let me go through the comment section again. Morning, everyone, says Lysergic. Morning. Right, nice channel. What's your view on Pond? Marlin, I think this is cold, right? I think it's a pretty good project. I heard about it before, but yeah, we're not going to do a project review. I have no idea. I can't remember what, you know, I'm not sure if it's is it a layer 2 or something? No, I'm not sure. I can't remember now what it was. A liquidity. Pond Marling. Right, yeah, here we have been a nice 15% pump here for the last 24 hours. High performance network infrastructure for modern decentralized network. Let's take a look at the chart. The chart here is not looking great. There's not too much data actually here on Binance. What about Huobi? Yeah, we haven't got too much data here on Pond, but anyway, let's just take a look at this chart over here on the daily. It did have a pretty decent run up, okay, when we had that bull run all the way from January till April. So it did go from about, you know, just below 2 cents all the way up to 30 cents. It seems like it is a pretty decent project. We did have a very nice pump here with some very nice volume on Binance Exchange right over here on the daily. So I think that this might be a very good buy zone if you are bullish on this cryptocurrency. You know, we are at the floor point, and we have created, you know, lower low right over there, starting to create higher low with massive green volume here on the daily. So it is the moment. It is the moment, because this might be bottoming out at this point. Okay, we are printing higher lows slightly, and this is the moment you want to get in, because this could suddenly just go a little bit crazy, just like what happened here. You know, all depending on BTC eventually, or depending on what's going to happen in the next coming weeks. But I think it's a good buying moment here. Right, let's take a look at the comment section. Morning, first time here this early, says Ronnie. Great, glad you're here joining the live stream, guys. 344 watching. Make sure to smash up the like button. Let me just take a quick look at BTC. BTC having a little bit of a pumpy because of the SP 500, right? Also, yeah, SP 500 is looking very bullish at this moment. So is this going to be a legit pump? Is this going to have a rollover? Well, by looking at the structure, you know, we have, you know, gone below this higher high, right? We were creating higher highs. This major drop fell below this higher high. Now this might be a resistance point where we're currently at on the S&P 500. We also went below this low, okay, lower low. This might be a trend reversal, guys. This might be a trend reversal, all depending on what the S&P 500 does. If we do manage to come above this high over here, then this is going to be looking pretty bullish for a recovery on the S&P 500. But I'm not sure if there's going to be enough power, enough volume, you know, after this major dump. I think we are maybe going to be ready for a multi-monthly or maybe a weekly bear trend on the S&P. Let's just see. I think we'll know by tomorrow or by Monday if we do manage to get above this high over here. Then it's going to be looking pretty bullish. Good afternoon from Holland, says Mark Dutch, one of my best moderators, okay, one of my best supporters here in the comment section. Welcome, Mark. Hey, hello, Sashin. Music playlist. Music playlist? Okay, hang on a second. Let me just give you the music playlist. I think it's just, it's no copyrights. Hang on a second. It's free chill out, non-copyright. You can Google it. You can go on YouTube. It's just a free non-copyright copyright chill out music. Right. Let me go here through the comment section. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, lagging like always. Harmony 1 is pumping. Let's take a look at 1. Harmony 1. Is it pumping? Another good, decent blockchain project. Harmony did not manage to break the all-time high. This is what I've got. We have a box here with all-time high. We did not manage to break it, guys. This is a very good blockchain project. You know the deal. Some blockchain projects are doing very, very well. Some of them are lagging. Supposedly, Harmony, I haven't done much research on this blockchain project, but I know there's a lot of people bullish on it. So, we haven't broken the all-time high from March still yet. So we might have that chance that we are going to come all the way back up. And if we come back up here to retest the high for Harmony, for the all-time high, it's 3 attempts right now. You know the deal. The more times you retest the resistance, the more chances there is on breaking it. So if we do come back up, we might see a lot of volatility, a lot of people coming bullish, like I mentioned. We might see the price pumping a little bit, only because of the SP 500. The BTC price is still relatively bearish. We are still in a descending wedge, okay? We have broken down with some decent volume, okay? Remember what I'm talking about, the volume. We have a nice spike of volume. Volume is high. Bears are fighting to the downside. Also, we have the retracement here, low volume, back down again, high volume while you're going down, guys. The bears are winning the fight in the immediate short term. So in the immediate short term, the trend is still down, even though we are on a descending wedge. The price action is going down. We are hitting major resistance, okay? At this moment, the $44,000 range, plus minus a few $100s because of the volatility, is a major resistance. Now we are currently retesting this range. Look at the volume. Volume is very low. Volume is very low. Are the bulls going to manage to break successfully with high volume, guys? I want to see a nice pump with volume. The more time we are here with very low volume, creating a round top, small lower highs, then this is going to have this same effect that happened right over here, right? Low volume disappearing. What's happened in the past? We've had a huge drop to the downside. Same scenario right over here. What's happened in the past? We've had a huge drop with volume. We are having a retracement right now. No volume at all. It is still a little bit soon. Let's wait for another few hours. If we have more few hours around this range, maybe pumping a little bit, low volume, then this is indicating that we are going to come back down, okay? It's pretty simple, price action and volume, okay? But this doesn't guarantee anything. It's probabilities. It's just probabilities. And this is not helping. This is not helping. But if we've already had this massive pump, how far away can the S&P pump, right? Maybe this is the time to start becoming bearish, because is this going to pump for the next few hours until the stock market closes? Are we going to have that massive V-shaped recovery, or are we going to have a little bit of a cool off? Because cool offs, before having that major recovery is very likely also, right? So yeah, let me just go through the comment section again, guys. It's a little bit of mission impossible here just by sharing what I've seen today. Good day, mate, says Manish. The Infogram, my other moderator. Let's hit the 1K like for Andy. Wow, that's going to be mission impossible, I think, because 300 watching at this moment, 184 at this moment with a like. So make sure to smash up the like button, guys. Wait 2 seconds, smash up the like button. Much appreciated. Hello, Andy. Hello, everyone, says the Fraser. Hello. Andy, Solana and AVAX. Hope BTC dumps to 38K so that we can BTD by the dip. Yes. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I hope so also. You know, probabilities are that we will be coming down, guys. Like I said, price action and volume, the best indicators you could have. I like using RSI sometimes. It is fun to use RSI. Volume profile, it's good to see major, you know, support volume. I don't use MACD. MACD is also a little bit fun sometimes, but I got tired on using MACD, you know, Ichimoku clouds, Bollinger Bands and all of this, and a ton of EMA ribbons. It's just crazy. I mean, price action. I don't need an EMA ribbon to tell me that we are on a downtrend right over here, right? Because, you know, a lot of people are going to say, right, guys, we are below the ribbons, so this means we are bearish. And then you're going to see a bunch of ribbons like that. It's crazy. No. I find no use on the EMA moving averages. It's just not my style. I've used it before, and it's just a load of noise that just doesn't concentrate on for my trading. But anyway, so it works for some people. It doesn't work for me. Hello from Portugal, says Tomas Marquez. Hello. Right, let's take a look at Solana here for Death Killer. We've taken a look at AVAX. Okay, Death Killer. Let's take a look at Solana. What's going on with Sol? Did the $130 hold? Yes, it does look like. We have held very, very nicely. The thing is about Solana that we printed a massive high here, okay, on this downtrend. We did manage to hold very nicely the support, the $130 range. Now, if we do manage to come back down and print another higher high here, I would like to see Solana break the 170. I know it's very far away, but we are in a massive downtrend here. So still, we need a little bit more price action for Solana. Need a little bit more price action, in my opinion. Right. Now, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the comment section quickly. 38K incoming, no volume, says John. Very good analysis. This is only what you need to look at. Look at John in the comment section. 38K incoming, not enough volume. There we go. Now, but you know, volume can step in now very, very fast, okay? Volume can step in very, very fast. Okay. Right, 1 second, guys. Going through the comment section. Andy, check out Sell and Coty for the possible move. Let's take a look at Coty here for the infogram. Take a look at Coty straight away. Coty US dollar. Let's see what could happen. Coty's been looking very, very bullish. Wow. Coty is looking amazing. Coty is looking ready to break the all-time high. Oh, no, sorry, not all-time high. All-time high is all the way up here at 57 cents. So still pretty far away, but we are just about retesting this this very important resistance, which is the 48 cents. So as soon as we break nicely 48 cents with some decent volume, then this is going to be looking pretty bullish. We're just about retesting this, okay? As soon as Coty breaks 48 cents nicely with some volume, yeah, any type of retracement to retest is going to be a great buy opportunity. This resistance that we have retested so many times is going to turn into such a big support that it will be a decent buy zone if we successfully break above it, okay, with some nice volume. Keeping it pretty simple. then I mean, I think all-time highs would be the next retest. Once you break 48 cents, you're going to go in and you know, try and hit that 57 cent all-time high. Coty looking absolutely great. This is actually a very, very, very good project. Okay, all getting into the payment system in cryptocurrency. I did buy Coty when it was at 2 cents and I sold at about 6 cents or something like that. I sold at a 3x well back in late 2019 or early 2020. I can't remember now where it was, but I remember buying this crypto and just selling at a 3x, changing it for Chainlink probably or Bitcoin, because when I make gains on altcoins, I usually change it to my you know, my larger holds such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink. I usually stack them to those three cryptos. But if I would have held Coty, wow, easy 20x, easy 20x. But anyway, this is crypto. I mean, you just make gains, you lose, you make gains, you make gains over there. You could have made more, you could have made less. It's a crazy, crazy market. What is the S&P 500? S&P 500 is the traditional American stock market. Okay, we do have the Dow Jones, which is the top 30 companies with most capital, and the S&P 500 are the top 500 companies of the United States, and that is what is the S&P 500. And we have historical data with Bitcoin and the S&P 500 not being extremely correlated, but I would say 70-80% correlation with their moves. So generally, if the S&P 500 crashes, BTC will get dragged down as well. And if the S&P is pretty bullish and have nice bullish moves to the upside, generally the Bitcoin does also. So that's why it is important to check out the S&P 500, right? But I'm not sure if this pump is gonna, you know, from the S&P, we have broken a little bit of major structure. But like I mentioned with the S&P 500, we have seen it before. We have seen before how we have broken structure and we've came straight back up with V-shaped recoveries, okay? We have one right over there. We also have one right over here. After having a massive fall, just after a week or so, we had a V-shaped recovery. So this is why I don't care if we break major structure on the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is a beast. We only have black swan events and we have V-shaped recoveries. It's absolutely insane. You can check it out for yourself. And if you go to the weekly chart, you know, look at this. It's an absolute beast since 2008. You have had crashes, but you've had a massive uptrend. Check out the crashes here just for a few weeks and then massive recovery. I mean, this is going a little bit parabolic at this moment, and yeah, nothing can go parabolic for a long time. I do see the S&P 500 still having several months to the upside still. So anyway, the S&P 500 is the top 500 companies from the United States. Bitcoin is following Wyckoff method. What Wyckoff method is that? What type of Wyckoff? Because Wyckoff has a lot of methods. No volume, impossible to pump, says your channel. Very much true. Okay, this is what we're talking about. If we do not see some decent volume, we are going to see a rollover at this moment. Okay, we are seeing the BTC price struggling. Okay, and as I mentioned, the S&P 500 has pumped already. It has pumped. We have pumped already, and maybe this was the actual pump from right over here, right? For the last day or two. This pump maybe was this pump, okay? And now it's time for the retracement, and you know the deal. If we retrace, it is very likely we'll be retesting the low $40,000, okay? That's why I am risking a short position at this moment. Now, a lot of people, you know, if we do break this level with high volume, it's going to turn into support, okay, in the immediate short term. You can, if you catch the first bounce, that would be a good long position, but until then, it is a resistance and it is a good shorting opportunity. What do we do here? Well, how do we trade? We trade short, we trade support and resistant breakouts with volume and price action with trend. We work with the trend, and currently the trend is down. So we go with the trend. Guys, remember, if you are interested in trading, Bybit, you get $600, okay? You up to $600 worth of bonus. I get a commission also, guys. This is why, but I use it for swing trading. This is my favorite swing trading platform because of the fees. Now, to have my position open, it is about $1.27, okay? For every 8 hours. No, I think it's a little bit more actually. Yeah, every 8 hours it's $1. So you can have a position open here. My position now is $15,000 position, okay, of quantity of contracts, and it's costing me $1 for every 8 hours. So that's absolutely great. PrimeXBT is my favorite day trading platform. The good thing about PrimeXBT, you get 50% added to your deposit no matter what you deposit, okay? If you deposit $100, you'll be getting $50 on top of that to trade with. You will have a total equity of $150. I've got a full tutorial down below also in the description to learn how to use PrimeXBT. I use this one for day trading. The good thing about this platform is you have over 50 different assets, okay? You have Forex, you have cryptocurrencies, there's also all sorts here. There's BTC, there's Ethereum, there's DOT, there's Link, there's EOS, there's Litecoin, there's Dogecoin, there's a bunch of cryptos, and you can actually trade here the SP 500, you can trade also Dow Jones, there's Nasdaq, there's oil, there's gold, there's a bunch of different markets, and you're using Bitcoin or Ethereum or USDT as collateral. So you can choose to trade the SP 500 and you're using Bitcoin. So you will be gaining Bitcoin if you win that SP 500 trade, right? If you know the deal. I've got a full tutorial down below in the description so you can check it out. And you get 50% added to whatever you deposit, up to half a Bitcoin if you deposit 1 Bitcoin, okay? If you deposit 1 Bitcoin, you get half a Bitcoin to trade with, okay? You cannot withdraw this bonus. It is used to trade for buying power. You know the deal with trading. The more equity you have, the bigger positions you can make. Trade at your own risk, guys. Be careful with trading. This is for experienced traders. You know, don't put more than you're willing to lose eventually. Hi Andy, what do you think about EOS? Possible cup and handle? Maybe. Let's take a look at this one. Nathan, there is just no volume and the price is going up. We will be going down for sure, says Nathan. Guys, I love to see these comments because, you know, most of my videos are related on price action and volume, guys, and we are hitting a major resistance zone. Okay, the reason I put the thumbnail and also the title about is BTC bullish only if the S&P 500 has a massive run up here. If we start running up here in the next coming days, then eventually, yes, it will be bullish for BTC. But we've had the run up already now. This might be a kind of a dead cat bounce scenario. Like I mentioned, the volume is very low also on the S&P 500 here on the CME futures. We can see the volume here very high on the drop. And while we're having the retracement, the volume is going down. So dump, volume going up, pump, volume going down. What does this mean? This means that the bears are, have a little bit more power. So the probability is also having a correction here on the S&P 500 in the coming hours or days. S&P 500, yeah, always active. Mark Dirch, you're gonna be hot. Mark Dirch, he's amazing. Incredible support from Mark Dirch here for the channel. Any thoughts about Phantom? Phantom is a great project, okay? It doesn't run on blockchain. It is a very, the technology now is different. It is not blockchain, but I think it will be doing very, very well. I haven't done my full research on Phantom. I do know it doesn't run on blockchain, but a very similar technology. Now, we are creating a descending wedge here on Phantom. This is the 4 hourly candle. we barely just retested the all-time high here from back in February and May, which was just above the 95 cent. We just barely touched it. Barely touched the 95 cents right over here. So if you ask me, this is a bullish retracement. We have a massive run up right over here with volume. We do have a red candle here, you know, indicating that, you know, the end of the run up. And that's why we are having, you know, these lower highs and lower lows. Nice retracement, healthy retracement, recovery. Now, I think that we would be going sideways here, breaking the resistance, you know, and then finding a bottom and continuing to the upside here for Phantom. This would be the most likely scenario after seeing this price action. Also, the volume is going down while we're going down. Volume has been going up while we were going up. So volume was pretty high here, and volume is pretty low here on the retracement. So it is a pretty good, decent project. If you are bullish, this is the moment where you want to scoop up some Phantom, right when you're having that retracement. Pond, please. Yeah, I've taken a look at Pond also already. Theta moving so slow to Andy. Yeah, I know. Theta, you know the deal. I was really bullish on Theta. I did have a trade. I made excellent gains, and I closed my Theta position on the 6th of September, okay? The 6th of September, just when we were making that video of, guys, be careful, BTC legal tender in El Salvador, you know, BTC overextended. I was saying, guys, even though altcoins are looking bullish, I'm closing my positions that I had open, and yeah, that was an excellent call to start, you know, getting any potential long trades, you know, get your profits and just wait for a potential correction. And that's exactly what happened. I placed a trade here around about $7. It was looking very, very bullish, and yeah, I closed here just around about the $9 range. Now, what is happening for Theta? What we found out for Theta here, just inside of this descending wedge, okay, there's a huge descending wedge here on Theta. It's still active, even though we do come back down to the $4 or even $3, because you know resistance. We could be retesting the resistance all the way down here before we have a massive bounce. But it is very looking very bullish, Theta. This is the thing about descending wedge breakouts. Okay, you can break out from a descending wedge, come straight back down and retest it, and then go back up. Okay. But what we did detect it very nicely. The reason why I did place my long also here on Theta is because of this very choppy inverse head and shoulder, okay, with descending neckline here, this yellow descending neckline, and the target was all the way over here around about the $9, as you can see right over here. That was the target, and we just hit the target above $9, came straight back down on the 7th with that BTC crash. What can we expect for Theta? I mean, I don't think Theta will be going below here this low that we created in July, which was the $3.50. I think we will be having a turnover at some point very soon. You know, we did create lower lows. It is possible. I'm not sure if it will, or depending on BTC. If BTC does have that leg down to 36k, like we're talking about, we could have a little bit of volatility to the downside here on Theta. But the macro here for Theta is very bullish. We've had that retracement after this massive parabolic move. Retracement, bears are losing a little bit of steam here already, okay, for Theta. We will be bottoming out, you know, in between here, this range, in between the, you know, $5 range, $4 range. We are bottoming out. Selling pressure is getting exhausted. Looking at the macro. One like for Andy. Everyone smash that like button. Thank you very much for the support, guys. Yeah, let's try and get to at least 300 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. H-bar TA. Let's take a look at H-bar. For Nitesh, yeah, straight away. I know H-bar has been looking pretty bullish also. Whoops, this is not the one. Right, H bar. Yeah, H bar breaking the all-time highs, but came straight back down again. I don't like doing analysis on H bar. We've talked about this before because it's absolutely crazy volatile crypto. Check out how volatile this is. Then, you know, there was a clear round bottom formation here. We finally had that massive run up. Now, taking out the descending broadening wedge out of the way. Extremely volatile. I don't like doing technical analysis here because it's absolutely crazy. Looking at a chart that makes these kind of movements is just crazy. Breaking all-time high, coming straight back down. It's a mid-cap coin also. What is it? 4 or 5 billion. Is it a 4 or 5 billion market capitalization? More or less, I think. Let's take a look here at CoinGecko. Yeah, $3.9 billion in market cap. Now let's take a look here at H bar. It's had an excellent run up. It's just absolutely crazy for support and resistance. Very hard crypto to do technical analysis. Because we did break the all-time high, which was right over here at 45 cents approximately. Came straight back down. Yeah, I stay away from these cryptos basically. I heard a lot of people saying that this crypto is pretty bullish. It is a bullish project, but for technical analysis, the only thing that we detected here on H bar, I remember saying, you know, it does look like that we are bottoming out right over here, and we will be having a run up. We broke all-time high and came straight back down. But anyway, I would say that this is potentially the moment to buy in when you have this this recovery, this retracement. Sorry. Andy, what's your trading setup? What do you mean, my trading setup? What is my strategy for the next coming days? I think that BTC will have that correction, okay, down to $40,000 again. We might be wicking above $40,000, $44,000, $45,000 potentially, all depending on the volume, guys. If we have a massive spike here in volume and a nice green candle, then eventually, yeah, we'll be have to accepting that stop loss above $45,000. But my take is that price will be getting exhausted here. The bulls will be getting exhausted, and the bears will be stepping back in again to push the price back down to retest the 40k levels and potentially breaking it down. But that's a good moment to take some profits. That is my take. That is how I can see this. Remember, guys, we trade the trends. Okay, the trend is down at this moment. So we need to get into those retracements to the downside, right? Guys, my comment section suddenly just has gone crazy at the moment. Make sure to comment again if I haven't seen your comment. Gaffriandi says, Andy, what's your opinion on BTC dominance? Is it a double bottom? Very good question. I mean, a long time since I haven't checked out. I did check it out a couple of days ago. But yes, I think it's a small double bottom. It's a small double bottom, but yeah, we won't have the power. This is my take. This is what I've got on the Bitcoin dominance. I think the Bitcoin dominance will be going down to the 25% levels. Okay, that's my take. We still haven't retested the bottom, which is at 30, just above 35%. 35% here. This is what happened at the very end of the bull run. Bitcoin dominance hitting, you know, just below the $20,000. And this is when the dominance fell all the way down to 30, just above 35%. Now we still haven't retested. Now you might be thinking this is the double bottom right over here, right? Is this a double bottom? I think not. I think we will be losing that level. This level will be lost. This doesn't mean that we might have a pump to 45%, but I don't see the Bitcoin dominance having a massive recovery. There's too much attention on different crypto projects. We've got Solana, we've got Cardano, there's XRP there somewhere in the dust. There's also, you know, loads of crypto projects that are getting a lot of attention, and people like to speculate. But they are very, very good projects that are working out very, very well. So I think that at some point in the next coming months, we will be breaking that 35% level. We will be breaking it. That doesn't mean we could pump to 45 or 47% on the BTC dominance. You know, it will be look like in a V-shaped recovery and then rolling back down, or not even that, breaking from here. That's my opinion, because here we see a V-shaped recovery, right? Double bottom range right over there. Does this mean that we are going to make a double bottom there? No, because in my opinion, we've had the trend is still down. We've had the massive dump. This has been the correction. Now we are retesting here, and this will be the moment if it's going to be a double bottom, or if we are going to, you know, break these levels and continue down. And I think 25% BTC dominance is my goal for the end of the cycle. Then at the end of the cycle, eventually we might see a massive recovery to 30, 40, 50, 60%. But that would be my goal. Every end of a well, not every end, but with this end of the cycle, we could see the Bitcoin dominance absolutely collapsing and seeing altcoins absolutely going crazy. What's happening with Link? Very slow for Link. Link has been crawling. Yeah, I mean, yesterday... yeah, I'm disappointed with Link. That's what I've said exactly yesterday. Very disappointed with Chainlink, because I hold 20% of it. 20% of my portfolio is Chainlink. Disappointed with the price action with Chainlink. But yeah, to me to be in a loss with Chainlink, it would have to go below $2. I started scooping up Chainlink when it was $1.60. I did not sell any Chainlink. Chainlink is a long-term hodl. I think Chainlink will be needed very much in the coming years for the future of finance, for DeFi. Yeah, Chainlink. Let's take a look at the charts here on the 4 hourly. We had a nice bounce at $20. $20 here, where I have this purple box, is where we have, you know, major bounces as support and resistance. This is where we currently got that bounce. $24 didn't manage to hold. Now if BTC does have that rollover moment to $40,000, very, very likely that from 24 we're going back down to $20. Very, very likely. But there is also a bullish pattern here forming for Chainlink, and this is also a descending wedge, as you can see. So maybe so the $19-18 range would be the ultimate low here for Chainlink. If BTC goes down to 38k, we get supported very, very nicely and then break above. That would be a very, very nice, a good, you know, that would be the most bullish case scenario. But this is something we need to pay attention also here for Chainlink. Descending wedge, which is mainly bullish. Okay, guys, remember, if you're an experienced trader, if you like trading, you know, Chainlink, altcoins, you have it on Bybit. Bybit has got $600 up to $600 worth of bonus. My favorite swing trading platform. The fees are extremely cheap to have a trade open for weeks or even months. And you know, this is my favorite day trading platform, PrimeXBT. They did add Chainlink last week. You can trade Chainlink against the US dollar. This is my favorite day trading platform, Chainlink US dollar. Here you have it. And the good thing about this is that you use BTC as collateral. You don't need to change your dollars to you don't need to change your Bitcoin for dollars to trade Chainlink. You are using Bitcoin to trade Chainlink. Okay, it's absolutely amazing. You're more than 50 different assets where you're using Bitcoin as money. This is the money to trade with. Bitcoin here on this platform, and you can trade oil, gold, and you're trading with Bitcoin. It's absolutely amazing. Love this platform. You get 50% added to your deposit, okay? For experienced traders, I've got a tutorial. If you're an experienced trader and you don't know how to use this platform, I've got a full tutorial down below. So check it out, guys. It is absolutely great. My favorite day trading platform. Let's get Andy 250 likes. Yes, sir. 269 likes. 270. Thank you, guys. Absolutely amazing. Thank you for the support. To the moon, says Albert Einstein here in the comment section. Maybe not just yet. Maybe not just yet. Remember, guys, we are hitting a critical resistance zone. Critical resistance zone. The only risky thing about shorting this is that we already had one dip. We already had another dip. You know, how many dips are we going to have? You don't want to trade the very end of a trend, right? You don't want, you know, if the trend is bullish, you don't want to trade the very end of the trend, right? You don't want to trade the very end of the trend to the downside. And it does look like, you know, we are seeing, you know, signs potentially of bottoming out, but I think we might see another retest. And why do I think so? Because inside of this ABC correction, guys, just so it's pretty clear, and why is the reason, because a lot of people say just because he thinks it's going to hit it, then it doesn't mean that we are going to hit it. No. I want to show you some facts here. And inside an ABC correction, you can have, you know, the C potentially would be going down to $38,000, and I'll explain why if you are a new subscriber. But there can also be 5 waves inside an ABC correction, okay? And this is what I'm expecting, that this is the 4th wave, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And we could go above easily $44,000 for a while with very low volume before we have that next attempt here, maybe wicking below $40,000 range. And this is my moment where I think we should be potentially bottoming out, okay? What else? Why do I think that we're going to $38,000? Because also, you know the deal, Fibonacci retracement from the low of July to the top here of September, 62% golden pocket, very famous retracement is 38.3, 38.4 approximately. So that would be the range also. That's why I do think that another major correction is very possible. And the Fibonacci extension helps you to find out where the next wave could have that impulse. And if this is an ABC correction, the impulse, this being an A, this being the B, and with the Fibonacci extension helps you to find out where the projected C correction could go. And this is at the 37.8k levels, round about the 38, okay, approximately, which would be all the way down here, okay? This is why I think that we should be coming down to these levels. We are hitting major resistance, which is 44k, low volume going down. Everything is pointing that we are going to have that roll down here to retest $40,000 or below. It's just probabilities, guys. The price might just skyrocket with a huge amount of volume, but hey, we do not know where the price is going. We need to get to in the right side. Right side now is going down, so we need to take advantage on those retracements, right? We dip first before the moon, bro, says Civism Secret. Yes, Civism Secret. Yes, I think so also. My bottom is 38,000, okay? We might wick below 37, we might hit 36. I think it is unlikely, but we could with the volatility. 38k range is my bottom target, and then we should be pumping from there. And all depending on how, you know, guys, I'm extremely bullish, okay? I do believe so that, you know, this is, you know, we are in the 5th wave, massive 5th wave in the next coming 1 month that will take us well above $100,000. But we need to check out the price action, how that, you know, it depends on the price action, how we move in between these ranges, you know, because if we suddenly see a lot of choppy action, no volume, you know, I might be changing my mind, all depending on how we react. in the next coming months, guys. You know, or depending on the SP 500, the general market, things can change very, very quickly. I don't change my opinion just because I want to change my opinion. I change my opinion by facts, by price action, by looking at the charts. But for the moment, it is full bull mode at the moment, guys, in my opinion. I want to put a short on BTC, but I want to know what option expiry is. What is the best to take TF to see the volume? Do we look good or expect another drop? Says Sebastian. I think we are expecting another drop. Okay, like I said, it is pretty funny because I get these questions. I think it must be new people coming in, but I get these questions of what do I think is going to happen? Are we going to go lower? My opinion is yes. I see 60% of probabilities of getting rejected here below the $45,000 range. Might be seeing a little bit of volatility, a little bit of pumpy action, hitting maybe 45 at the most, and then rolling over. I see another mountain like this right over here, and then finding a bottom. In my opinion, okay, we do not. This is what I think is going to happen. Algo, mate. Let's take a look at Algo here for David. Straight away, let's take a look at Algo. Phew, Algorand. Let's take a look at the daily. Oof. Oof. This is the thing, guys, about these mid-cap coins. You know, you break all-time highs and you wick down below them. Algorand had an all-time high here around about the $1.80, as you can see. And, you know, I trade a lot of, most of my trading activity is bouncing, breaking support and resistance and getting onto the bounce, right? And the good thing about this crypto, you look at the massive volume here to the upside. Huge amount of volume. We have the retracement, but eventually getting the Fibonacci extension, you want to get to the lowest point right over here, right? This is when the pump starts. No, so you get the Fibonacci extension from the top, from the bottom to the top, and it does make sense to come to the 62% levels, even though you broke all-time high. I mean, it also does make sense from the bottom here of July all the way to the top to have that retracement. Good thing about this is that it is pretty obvious that we'll be pumping here on this crypto. We might see a little bit of more retracement, but we're maybe not going to go much lower than $1.40. Why is this? Because the volume is going lower and lower and lower while we're retracing. So looking at the 4 hourly here on Algo, check out the massive volume on the 4 hourly to the upside. Retracement, volume is going low. We are starting to see the volume here. Look how the volume is inverting right over here. Just at the very bottom, the volume starts to spike up. Meaning that, the buying power is stepping in here on the retracement. If you ask me, I think, this will be climbing up to the all-time highs just by looking at the price action and volume. Dot says Archon. Let's take a look at Polkadot here for Archon. Yes, straight away. Let's take a look at Dot. Dot US dollar. Phew. Right, looking very interesting, Polkadot. Right, Polkadot is looking pretty interesting because, let me just get this blue horizontal out the way because we don't need it at this moment because we did break above. Most important is this box over here at this moment. Let's put it another color. Let's turn it purple. Polkadot had a massive support. This is exactly at the $28. We had a massive support in the past, bouncing several times, as you can see, okay? 3 times here to be exact. Well, more times than that, okay, on the daily. Several bounces on at the $28. Once we broke below it, we did not manage to close a daily candle, okay, above $28. Massive resistance, continued to the downside, massive resistance right over there, massive resistance right over here. Didn't manage to close a nice daily candle above the $28. As soon as we closed a daily candle above $28 here very nicely, we didn't manage to close a daily candle below $28. As you can see, this massive red candle here, this was the 7th of September. This was the actual dip. Polkadot had a massive recovery. But yeah, massive wick here. We did hit $21, but closed at 28. So this was a bullish, very, very bullish sign on Polkadot. Managing to close above a major support range. Okay, we came below it, but the daily closed above it, which is very, very nice. Also, if you check out the volume here on Binance, the volume to the upside, right, was higher than the volume to the downside. And, you know, we did have a nice recovery here, closing the daily above $28. So this was pretty bullish. If I would have seen this, I would have said, right, it's very, very likely that in this case, Polkadot might have that pump. But I wouldn't have traded actually, because BTC was looking bearish. I wouldn't have traded. I wouldn't have traded it because I was pretty confident on BTC having that rollover right over here at this moment. I wouldn't have traded a long position on Polkadot because BTC was dumping. But Polkadot, you know, did have that massive pump here. That's why, you know, it's 95% of the cryptos approximately, I would say. If BTC dumps, 95% will dump, and BTC, if it continues dumping, it will drag that. Those are the cryptos. But then you have that 5% of cryptos that suddenly, you know, start popping. You know, we have NFTs at this moment, you know, AVAX potentially. Polkadot actually went above the actual dump from the 7th of September. So there is an exception of those small percentage altcoins, but you just don't know which ones they are, right? So it's a little bit of a gamble if you want to long that. What is the difference between Binance and PrimeXBT? PrimeXBT, you don't need any KYC actually, I think. There's no KYC needed for PrimeXBT. And the difference on PrimeXBT, it's just another exchange. It's a leverage trading exchange, PrimeXBT. Binance is a spot exchange. It also does leverage. There's no spot exchange here on PrimeXBT. It's just a leverage margin exchange. So yeah, that's the difference. It's just another exchange, and it's mainly leverage exchange. Okay, so this is to leverage. I've got a full tutorial down below so you can check it out. And remember, you get 50% added to your deposit, and I also get a decent commission, so you're helping out the channel that way also. Anti-Bitcoin censors, this means can trade for free the half Bitcoin I receive on PrimeXBT. No, this dude, no PrimeXBT in every live, though 50% is wow. Yeah, 50% is great. It is used for buying power. I mean, the thing about PrimeXBT, I explain it also in the tutorial down below. Check out the tutorial. It's about a 40-minute tutorial. I do a full review of PrimeXBT and show you, you know, PrimeXBT, how it works, how you can use the leverage there, and how to claim the bonus. The information is down below in the description in the tutorial section. It adds, you get 50% on top of your margin, okay? You cannot withdraw this bonus. It is used for buying power. So you will have a total equity of 1.5, okay? If you, you know, I explained everything in the description. It is used for buying power. check out the tutorial, okay guys? I have a full tutorial in the description of PrimeXBT. Is it possible to copy your trades on PrimeXBT? I haven't got that still active. I have been looking at activating my my co-vesting on PrimeXBT, but I'm struggling at the moment with getting that. As soon as I have a PrimeXBT co-vesting copy trade, I will let the community know eventually. What is VPVR, says Sriyan. VPVR is the volume profile, okay? This is the VPVR, volume profile. This, basically, this is telling you where most of the volume has been traded. Whether we have this huge mountain of volume profile is in between $40,000 and $30,000, right? So if I zoom out here on the chart, I know that in between $40,000 and $30,000, we've had a huge amount of volume traded. So meaning a lot of people have been trading around that zone for buying, spot trading, whatever. A lot of volume being traded around that area, meaning that it's a clustered area, okay, where a lot of people have been trading. And, you know, for example, right over there, this has been mainly buying power from this selling point. A lot of people buying and scooping up. Also here in this accumulation event right over here, a lot of buying power. So once the price has broken this major area, we usually have resistance and, you know, resistance or support, or depending if it's up or down. And we usually, you know, like I said, have resistance and support by looking at the volume profile. Check out here, if I get the chart here and zoom in and bring the price action right to the VPVR, as you can see, the price has had a bounce, you know, right over there, just where we start the massive, huge amount of volume, right? Here we did manage to pierce through this volume to the upside, but then we got rejected. If I zoom in, take the price near the VPVR, you can see that we got rejected here when the mountain starts to get big, right? So yeah, VPVR is pretty cool for reading. Do you think this is the ABC correction? The B is now. ABC correction, I think. No, I think this has been, you know, A, B, C correction. But we, you know, the C correction should be coming a little bit lower. We might have 5 waves inside of the ABC correction. Okay, that's my opinion. Right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for this stream. Can you take a look at Matic, please? Says Danny. Yeah, let's take a look at Matic straight away. Let's take a look at Matic here for Danny. Right, let's go to the 4 hourly. We were maybe also forming a nice descending wedge here for Matic. Matic had an insane support here at $1. $1 is a major support. We should be holding $1 nicely. We might wick below it, but we're also potentially forming a nice descending wedge here on Matic. We can count the wick, or we can not count the wick here on Matic. Yeah, we can also not count the wick for this descending wedge. Just count the bodies of the candle here on the 4 hourly. So this is a bullish pattern, or depending on BTC and the next price action, we might have another dip right over here and then break the resistance. This is mainly bullish. We do have a strong support here on Matic at $1. So we're just having a nice healthy retracement. You know, this is the moment where you want to start becoming bullish, guys. Let's see what happens with BTC. Danny, you're welcome, guys. Thank you very much. I will be doing more live streams before the end of the week, okay? If I haven't read your comment, let me know in the comment section, okay, of my videos. I'll be trying to read. Make sure to join the Telegram group, okay? We've got a community channel, an alerts channel. And in the community channel, you can ask questions there. I hop in also to answer some questions. So make sure to join the Telegram group, okay? Also, Bitcoin Sensor's website, check it out. We have the latest news and technical analysis now. You can see here the latest technical analysis. You know, will we break above $44,000? Because it is a major resistance. This is what we're talking about. If we do manage to break it with a huge amount of volume, like I mentioned, you know, it is likely that we might hit 45, 46. But in my opinion, it's not going to be broken. We are in a downtrend. We are in this descending wedge. Let's wait here for the price action. I think, to continue down and see what happens. Guys, thank you very much. Much love, okay? And thank you, Mark Dutch, for the support, my moderator. Make sure to join the Telegram channel. He's always there commenting and connecting with the community. Thank you, guys. I will see you in the next one.